Manny, just any advice for him at all? Just be healthy and do what you think you can. It's a hard thing to.
And to repeat history conversations, you must be prepared not just for the question, but for the answer that comes back.
The boxing world is buzzing with anticipation as legendary Manny Pacquiao, now 46, prepares to face the younger, reigning champion Mario Barrios. Pacquiao's speed, angles, and relentless pressure could overwhelm Barrios or the young rising star might simply have more stamina, strength, and freshness. The big question, can Pacquiao defy age again, or will Barrios mark the start of a new era? Boxing icon Sugar Ray Leonard believes Pacquiao's comeback is about more than...
Travis Hartman with Weighing In with Travis Hartman. I'm going to weigh in on the Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios fight. Manny Pacquiao is 46 years old. Yes. Mario Barrios is a world champion. Yes. But I'm going to pick Manny Pacquiao. The southpaw from the Philippines, the Hall of Famer, the 8-division world champion. He is going to muster up enough from the past to come in here and beat Mario Barrios. And I'm going to roll with Manny Pacquiao for a decision over Mario Barrios in Vegas this Saturday on Amazon Prime pay-per-view. But also, Mario Barrios is going to pose a lot of threats versus Manny Pacquiao because he's a lot taller, he's a lot longer, and he's younger. And he's a world champion. It's for the WBC world title. Manny Pacquiao's first fight after being retired for 5 or 6 years now. And he chooses a world title fight. Manny Pacquiao by decision.
It's a mental challenge. He reminds us that returning fighters must get used to being hit and adapt to grueling routines. Ultimately, it's about having the right mindset, not just muscle. Leonard compares Pacquiao's journey to his own 1987 comeback, stressing...
See, I can't comment too harshly on that because I made more comebacks than I hold the record, undisputed. You know?
Yeah.
But you know what? Hey, do what you want to do, man. You know what, man? It's all up here and it's here. It's what you got. It's what you use. Again, there's no way to ask for this, but stay healthy.
Stressing that the fight is won in the mind as much as in training. Pacquiao needs emotional resilience and mental focus before stepping back into the ring. Legendary longevity fighter Bernard Hopkins, the oldest man to hold a world title.
What kind of challenges he's going to face, having been a great fighter yourself and him, comparable and career-wise? What kind of challenges do you think he's going to face, and any advice on him doing things a certain way that maybe you found he did a mistake or this and that, give or take? You know what? When I came back, that one horrible time, it was all me. It was my mindset. It was the way I felt like I believe I could win. I trained hard, but you know what? I won't do it again. You know what I mean? I won't do it again. I can't tell someone don't do that. I made too many comments. As for Manny, just any advice for him at all? Just be healthy and do what you think you can do. It's a hard thing to ask.
Believes in Pacquiao. Hopkins says, I'm rooting for Manny. If anyone can do it, it's him. He rates Barrios a solid B+, but thinks Pacquiao could edge him out on points. Even if he can't land a knockout, Pacquiao explains his return isn't motivated by outside pressure.
If Pacquiao's successful, he will become tied with the record I set and broke from George Foreman as the oldest champion to win a major title in the light heavyweight division in boxing. That's there. Fact check it. Fact check it is there. That's your generation. Y'all fact check a lot. I got a daughter that's 26. So I got a nephew that's 18, 19, all between 17 and 30. All in between. They keep me up on game. They keep me up on all the fact check. So I'm letting you know. That's one of the reasons Pacquiao is coming out to do that. And other reasons too, but that's one of the majors.
But by reignited passion, He found life empty. Without boxing after retiring in 2021, even public office couldn't fill the void. Training, sparring, press work, they reminded him why he fell in love with the sport. Pacquiao versus Barrios is set for July 19, 2025.
I'm coming back because, like I said, boxing is always my passion, and I miss boxing for how many years? All years I stopped boxing. I always thinking boxing, and even in my house I have a boxing ring, boxing gym, and I always work out every day, like playing basketball, playing badminton. So I really love exercise, and I really miss boxing.
How much of this comeback is about money, if at all?
No, the comeback. The reason why I come back is because I want to. I miss boxing. I mean, I want to be a champion again, and I can still that. In my heart, in my mind, I can still be a champion.
After 4 years off, Pacquiao is hitting the ring again, and if he wins, a blockbuster clash with WBA lightweight champ Gervonta Tank Davis could be next. According to advisor Sean Gibbons, Pacquiao plans to claim the WBC welterweight title and then challenge Davis.
So basically, your interpretation is that the boxing public is upset because they believe Pacquiao's gonna beat Barrios, which is gonna lead to a Tank Pacquiao fight?
Yes, look around, look in the Discord. That's what everybody, Pac and Tank, that's being set up.
Oh,
Tank
so,
and Pac.
okay, so they saying Barrios is the setup for Tank and Pac. I didn't see that, but your argument makes sense. If he beats Barrios, there's nothing wrong with him fighting Tank. But the issue is he don't deserve the Barrios fight off of 3 years off and a loss to Ugas.
Next, Crimea River, man. That's what boxing is. But longer deserve a Canelo fight.
Manny, when you beat Barrios, what's next? Are you going to fight Ryan Garcia, Haney, Lopez, Gervonta Davis? Are you ready to go through these fights?
One at a time.
But you want those guys.
We'll see. We'll see. I always, I cannot say after this I'm going to fight like that, but one at a time. After the fight, we can see, we can talk like.
Pacquiao is ready to fight Davis at 145 or 147 pounds, a matchup he's wanted for years. And now looks within reach. Leonard also suggests boxing fans might soon see Pacquiao versus Mayweather too. He believes such a bout isn't just about pay-per-view profits, it's about legacy, drama, and giving fans the rematch they've waited for. He says if these legends fight again,
Another fight that's coming up is Manny Pacquiao coming back to fight Mario Barrios for the world title. Obviously, Pacquiao's been out of the ring for 4 years. He's not had a victory for 6. What do you make of Pacquiao coming straight back into a world title fight?
Well, I think Manny's a great fighter, and I think Manny's got a great career behind him. I think he picked the lesser of the welterweight champions. I think he has a good chance of making it a good fight. Whether he can win or not at this stage, at this age, I should say. Sometimes the mind tells you pull the trigger, but the body can't, and so is it going to be that? What is he, 46, 47 years old? Something like that? Yeah. Bernard Hopkins was a different kind of animal. Bernard Hopkins never really had the kind of tough fights like Manny's had, so.
Yeah. Mario Barrios is younger. He's younger. He's big. He's a big boy. I mean, he still has a little bit more youth in him than Manny. Manny, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mario Barrios is probably same size as Margarito.
I think so, like 5'10", 5'11".
Around there, yeah. And Manny at this age, he shouldn't be fighting. In my opinion, I respect the man a lot. He gave the sport of boxing his life. He gave us great moments, great memories.
Not knock him out, but beat him on the cards, beat him behind that jab.
Similar to like Ugas, the Ugas fight?
Yeah, like on some like that. It's a good fight, but it's more of a good fight for Barrios. Pacquiao don't need it, but Pacquiao want to come back, and he want to come back with a bang, so why not? If he can make it happen, make it happen. Because I would love, if Barrios was my fighter, I would love to have a Pacquiao on the record. I would love something like that. And that's a fight you got to get ready for.
it's a fight that boxing fans are going to criticize you for.
Yeah.
But the reality is Manny Pacquiao has a diehard fan base that you're going to make money with that fight.
Yeah.
Could reinvigorate the sport. Trainer Abel Sanchez notes Pacquiao may have slowed down, but his punching power remains dangerous. He points to George Foreman's late career knockouts as proof that age doesn't always sap strength. A powerful argument that Pac-Man could still land impactful shots. Veteran trainer Joel Diaz is blunt. Pacquiao shouldn't come back. He argues Barrios' youth, stamina, and condition.
Retirement.
Well, Pacquiao's a big name, and obviously Barrios is a great fight for Barrios because, you know, he's a champion, and I think Pacquiao, you know, being that they both have connections with PBC, that's the easiest fight to make. So, you know, getting another title opportunity, I, you know, just the name obviously, but I really believe that, you know, Pacquiao shouldn't be fighting. I think it's actually going to be a little, I don't want to say sad because he's going to make a lot of money, so we can't feel sorry for him. But at 46, almost 47, it's almost impossible for, you know, I'm just 4 years, 3-4 years older than him, and it's not easy to try to think you're gonna get in shape and be able to perform like the way you were in, you know, when you were in 20s and 30s.
You think it's impossible for him to beat Mario Barrios right now?
Well, it's not impossible because he has power. He you know, that he should have that power. Barrios is big and a strong boy, so I don't see that happening. But is it possible? Anything's possible. You know, George Foreman did it. There's been others that do it. You know, but I really don't see it happening.
But Pacquiao's speed's the name of his game. Do you think he doesn't have that? There's no way he doesn't have the same speed as before.
There's no way, bro. You guys, I don't know if you guys seen his last performance.
The exhibition where against that big guy.
It was actually embarrassing to see that shit. You know, so it wasn't that good. It wasn't that good. You know what I mean?
If Pacquiao wins, what does that do for him? Where does that put him all time?
Hell, come on, at that age, after like a few years, I don't know how many years he's been out.
Not naturally as big a man as those other welterweights. So start there. That's a fair point. He moved up in weight, Barrios. So he's not a naturally big, natural welterweight. And of course, we understand Pacquiao has moved up. My God, I don't even know when he first turned pro. You would have thought maybe he could have been a jockey.
Yeah,
I mean he was
108 pounds, right?
Yeah, jockeys are about 105 pounds, I think, somewhere around that neighborhood. I mean, can you imagine him though going to the whip? He might have killed the horse. That's the only thing. Yeah, you would have had Peter. What is it called? Peter, whatever. Peter, you would have had Peter coming after you. You know, look what he did to this horse. You know, but look, I love Pacquiao. One of my favorite people. One of my favorite fighters in the whole world. He's moved up from like whatever. Incredible weight. People forget about that. That's why I brought it up. How many weight classes this man has really moved up. Incredible. Just incredible. But now, yeah, Barrios wouldn't be as big as those other guys, but he's still a guy that's confident. He's a guy that's a world champion. He's a guy who throws a lot of punches. He's a guy who's younger, who's active, you know, who I know you can't go by this guy beat this guy, but he could beat that guy, but he could beat this guy, but you can't go by that in my business, in this business, because styles make fights. But you're right. He beat Ugas. You could say Ugas was a little older than when he fought him a little bit, than when Pacquiao fought him, and maybe that made a difference, whatever. But
give him the edge over 12 punishing rounds. Diaz believes Pacquiao's ring rust and age could prove decisive. Greg Hackett adds caution to the mix, warning that Pacquiao might be overestimating his current abilities. Facing a younger, faster fighter like Barrios comes with real risks, not just to legacy, but to Pacquiao's health. Leonard and Hopkins trust Pacquiao's mental strength and grit. Diaz and Hackett warn Barrios' youth and conditioning could tip the balance. Win or lose, Pacquiao could still land a mega fight with Gervonta Davis or even Mayweather too.